So we're going to read about the Boston Marathon race and answer the question that has to do with the Boston Marathon. This one says, the 2012 Boston Marathon was the 116th running of the race. Since its first race, the United States has won the men's open division 43 times. What percent of the years did the United States win the men's open? So the first thing we need to do is kind of figure out what information is important. Since 2012 represents a year, that doesn't go into our proportion or our model at all. It does say that in that year, it was the 116th running of the race. And what that means is, in case you didn't know, that means that they've run it this many times total. This is 116 times that they ran it, but that was in 2012. That's the total amount of times the race happened. And then they say, since its first race, the U.S. has won a total of 43 times. So what that means is the U.S. took first of the race 43 times out of the total of 116 races. So this is what you call the part. And the reason why this is the part is because that's the section or the category of the U.S. winning. Now, other countries take place. So if we wanted to know about France, we would look and see how many times that one won, and so forth. Now, the question that they ask is, what percent of the years did the U.S. win? So they want to know what percent. So let's set up our proportion. Is over of equals percent over 100. Now, we don't have an is and an of per se. We have total and part. And just remember that in fractions, the total always goes in the bottom. So the total is the of, the part is the piece of it, that's the is. So you need to know that when you put those in. So 43 out of 116. And then we're trying to figure out what percent that is. So that's percent over 100. Now we're going to multiply. Remember, we multiply on a diagonal. So I have to find the one with two numbers. So that would be 100 times 43. That's 4,300. Then we're going to swoop around, divide by 116, and that's going to give us X. Grabbing my calculator. 4,300 divided by 116 is 37.07. So if I was going to round this to what percent is this approximately, the 0.07 really tells us that this much isn't a lot. It's not like 0.5 or something. So this is roughly 37% of the time that the U.S. won the Boston Marathon. There you go.